Hi all, this is Chris here with EverydayVBA. This is the Macro Monday solution to getting rid of blank rows and blank columns. This is a very good one. I guarantee you if you've coded for a while you will use this one. So let's dig right in. We got a module open. The goal here obviously is to get rid of this row because it's blank. That's not a row, that's a column. Get rid of that column, get rid of this row, get rid of this row, and get rid of this row. So how do we do that? So let's go ahead and dig in. Sub, we're going to call our sub blank rows. That's fine, we can call it whatever we want. Now the first thing we got to do is we got to figure out what that last cell is. So we're going to go, we're in sheet 1, we're going to go sheet 1.cells.special cells, not sparkling groups, special cells, xl last cell. And really what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to get the last cell, and I want the row of that, so we're going to do rw equals, and I need to do row here, and then you're going to do the same thing for column, and that's going to be identical with the exception of this needs to be dot column. Alright, so we've got our last row and our last column, that's perfect. So now what we need to do is we need to do a loop that goes through all the rows and all the columns, and we got to do a quick we're going to do that with a loop, and then we just got to do a quick calculation. So this is going to be 2 for loops. So we're going to do for rw equals 1 to sorry, I'm going to change these names here just so that it's simpler. So this is going to be ERW or end row. That makes it more clear to me. That's kind of my standard naming convention for that type of stuff. So now we're going to do for CL equals 1 to ECL. Next, now we've got a loop that's going to go through each row and each column. So first thing we need to do is, actually I'm not going to do these nested. I could do these nested, but that just makes it more complicated. So we're going to not nest these. And all nesting means is that you're going to put a loop inside of a loop, so that's a nested loop. Alright, so we need to do a count, and I'm going to use the worksheet function. So we're going to go CNT is equal to Application.WorksheetFunction.CountA, and then this is going to be sheet 1 dot rows RW, and that is going to give us the count A of that, and the count A is basically everything that's just not blank. And then we're going to go if CNT equals 0, then put in our end if. We're going to do sheet 1 dot rows, and we're going to do CNT, and then this is going to be delete. There we have it. So that is how we're going to go through the rows. So let's just go ahead and go through the rows real quick. Once we do the rows, the columns will be almost identically the same. So we're going to go through line by line. So we're going to get our end row. Our end row is 11. Our end column is 5, which looks right. And we're going to go through each row. This count should give us a 0, which is correct. The count is 0. We're going to delete that first row. It doesn't like that. Oh, I can't do this. That's funny. I need to delete the row, not the count. So we're going to delete row 1, and that is deleted. So we're going to do this. This should give us 3, or it gives us 2. And I forgot to do one thing here, and I've got an error that I'm going to run into. So we need to actually do this a different way, and this will make sense. This will make sense later. So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. I'm going to insert that row. Anytime you're deleting a row and you're doing a loop, specifically in a for loop, you've got a lot of when you delete, you change your row number. So we got to make sure when you delete that row, you've got to you basically lose your row number. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do ERW equals RW, and we're going to go 2, 1, and we're going to step by -1. And really what that means is you're going to do your loop, but you're going to start from the bottom and go on the way up. And that way when you delete those, you're still moving up and you don't end up with row confusion. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. We've got the same thing here. We've got 12, we've got 5. ERW equals 0. Hold on. End row is 12. Got my variables mixed up right there. Okay, we're going to start on 12. That is going to be a count of 0. We're going to delete it. You'll notice that my logo moved up. We've got a count of 0. We're on 11. We're going to delete that. My logo is going to move up as well. We are on, let's see what row we're on. We're on 10. That will not be deleted. The one above it will. And if we just walk through the rest of this, we are golden all the way up to the top. And I'm going to hit F5, and we are good. So now what we need to do is we need to do the same thing for our columns. And that's really simple. All we got to do here is we've got our loop here. We've got to change CL is equal to ECL, and we're going to go to 1 step -1. That step -1, I didn't learn that for a while. Oh my gosh, it makes life so much easier. So I'm going to hit F5 just to get us to this point. Now we deleted some rows because of the end row, which is fine. And now we're going to do the same thing here, except this needs to be columns. And then this needs to be CL. And that is going to give us a blank. It should give us, oh, we're right there. So we're on that one. And we're going to delete this one because we're going to be in column D. Except we got to change our variable. And then we're going to, except I deleted rows, columns. All right. So we've deleted some bad data, which is fine because I always keep a copy. We're going to come in here. We're going to paste that back. We're going to run it because I think we should be good to go. I'm going to move my logo down here so that you can see that it moves. We're going to come over here, stop that. That's not going to copy that again. And I'm going to move it down one just so that we can watch it move. And I'm going to just hit F5 and we're going to see if this works. So we're going to go F5 and we are done. So we have basically cleared out all of the columns, cleared out all of the blank columns, the blank rows. This can be really useful, especially when you tie it to what we did last week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was helpful, and have a great day.